Like I said, I need Mitch to be so serious. Ugh, I need Mitch to be so... Guys, it's giving beggar. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing okay and everyone is doing well. Final review of the week. Guys, these reviews are going to go by so quickly. Week 2 done already. Wow. Anyway, a lot for us to unpick and unpack. I won't lie, overall was quite a dryish episode, but you guys know my reviews. I definitely try to spice things up a bit, so I'm going to definitely try my best. So as I usually and always say, number one, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and definitely join the family and the party. We are on the road to 30k, guys, and honestly, your love and support has been so amazing. So yeah, definitely be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And like I usually and always say, please do get cozy and comfy with we're having an iced tea today. You guys know I haven't really been drinking Ribena these days because it's been so hot in the UK. So get yourself a peach iced tea and let's get into today's review. So let's start off with Sammy talking about Leah to the guys, saying that he was leaning more towards Leah because his head is divided between Jess. You guys already know how I feel about Sammy. If you don't know, you can definitely go watch yesterday's review. Sammy and Leah give me nothing. Boo, tomato, boo. Like I said, they talk so much but they say so little. And even when even when the episode first started, I actually did say, please don't make Sammy the main character for today's episode, because the way he's so dry, I knew the episode had no choice but to not give. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much a small snippet of what he spoke about to the guys. Now we'll move into Jess coming in with Scott. You guys know Scott is the latest bombshell to enter the villa. I did say in yesterday's review that Scott is good looking, but at the same time he isn't. I don't know what it is, but you know, he seems like a decent guy, and we will get onto him because he does have more conversations with every single girl in the villa in today's episode as well. But right now, Scott's currently in my good books. So of course, Jess was saying that her going on a date made her realize that she really likes Sammy and that absence makes the heart grow fonder. Yikes. Okay, because the guy that you are so excited to talk about is telling other people that, oh, just feel like with Leah, there's just more sexual chemistry, there's just more. Do you get what I mean? So I really, and the thing is, guys, I told you in one of my old reviews, I think probably last week, yeah, definitely has to be last week because Love Island's anyway, one of my reviews last week, I said that, guys, Sammy is not interested in Jess as much as she thinks that he is, and you can tell that just by his body language. When he talks to her and when he speaks to her, the way he looks at her and everything is not the same as Leah. And that also ties into that challenge that he done where he said that what did he say? He likes Leah's body, I believe, or Leah's face, and he likes Jess's personality. So I feel like Sammy most definitely likes Jess's personality, there's no doubt about that, but in terms of actual chemistry, I don't think he is as attracted to Jess as he is to Leah. Ella, Miss Messy Boots, okay, Ella asked Leah straight away about, oh, you know what, how was the hey Leah, like, what was the chat, how was the chat with you and Sammy? So Ella giving us the content, okay, I'm not mad at it. But Leah, I honestly feel like she kind of downplayed her conversations with Sammy and the connection that she has because she didn't want to ruin maybe Jess's moment, I don't know, but she was speaking calmly about it. Don't get me wrong, they have been having chats here and there, but yeah, I feel like she downplayed it and she was very, very, very specific with the words that she used, okay? If you don't believe me, go watch the episode back, but she was very specific with the words that she used, almost like, I'm letting you know that he wants to talk to me, but you guys have something special. And that is that. Now let's move on to Scott. Of course, he was talking to the guys and he made it very clear that he's getting to know everybody, okay? Anyone's girl can get taken at any time. And he also made it very clear in that by speaking to Catherine first. Guys, I'm not here to do up love, interracial, I'm not here for it right now. Love is love, okay, I get it. But what does that come and do to our good sis? So everyone should be guided, okay? Everyone should be so guided with this right now. But I won't lie, Catherine, for me, in that chat, made it very clear that her and Andre are not closed off. Like, I think Scott was just like, oh, like, how are you and Andre? You're closed. She was like, no, we're not closed off. You know, we're open. I'm open. She was making it very clear. But I won't lie, I do feel like her and Scott did have quite a good chat. They both, of course, you guys know, either live. I know Catherine lives in Ireland, but I think Scott lived in Ireland for a bit. Maybe his mum is from there. Something along those lines. So they definitely had a good chat between them. And one thing that I also wanted to note down was Catherine's makeup. I love it. I don't know why I note this down, but anyway, I just wish she added a bit of gloss to the lip. All right, the matte lip is cute, don't get me wrong, but just a little bit of shine, you know what I mean? Just a smidge, okay? And what did I also note down? Andre. Guys, I don't know where Andre is, okay? Why wouldn't Catherine be giggling and smiling and happy when another guy comes into the villa when I do not know where Andre is? And it's either one, he has a very dry personality, or two, the producers are just doing him dirty, because I think I've actually heard him speak twice, maybe 3 times max. since the season started. Okay, is the mic on? Someone needs to let me know. Now we'll briefly move on to Jess, Whitney and Ella having a conversation. Jess asked them to be very honest with her, and Ella just said, listen, I understand that Leah said XYZ, but I just want you to know that I think you should have your eyes on her and also Sammy. Whitney was kind of like the voice of reason in that conversation. She did say, you know, but you know, take things easy, you know, you don't need to stress out too much, just see how things go. So yeah, I guess Ella and Jess maybe are really good friends, so she's just trying to look out for her girl. But like I did say, I do feel like Leah did kind of downplay the levels and the steps that Sammy is taking to try and get to know her. But we'll get into that shortly as well. Now let's move on to Jess and Mitch. Guys, did you watch that episode? Because I don't know what Mitch is playing at. No, I don't know what Mitch is playing at. And this let me know that Mitch is playing a game. Guys, I'm embarrassed for Mitch. Like, I don't even have like energy to really express how I really feel. I've been giving Mitch energy for the past couple of episodes, I won't lie. Guys, I don't know. I need Mitch to find shame. Like, I need him to find shame. It's so funny because I tweeted, what did I tweet? I think I said Mitch was a beggar in his past life. And someone said, it's given Oliver Twist, okay? It is actually given Oliver Twist. How out of nowhere, out of the bloom, you realise, hey, Molly is taken. Who else can I contact? Someone who has pretty much identified you as being her bestie in the villa. And you guys need to remember as well that Jess actually liked Mitch in the beginning, like, season and everything, right? So you need to also remember that, okay, at the beginning of the season, she liked him. He didn't like her. He wanted to go for Molly. Now that Molly has shown you Shege, you think is my house you're about to crawl back into. If you actually do not go and sit down and clear out. Guys, I actually don't know what Mitch is playing at, and I'm embarrassed because he needs to find shame. God. Mitch actually needs to find shame. But yeah, he pretty much did tell her that, you know, I'm open, I just want to let you know. I think at first Jess said Jess said and then she gave him like a friendship hug, and he was like, oh, why are you hugging me like that? It's because Mitch, you're very unserious and I cannot take you seriously right now. It's given beggar. I'm sorry, that's just like what. As a man, God, as a man, Mitch, guys, I don't have any words other than the fact that options are very slim right now, and he's trying to look for someone that he can hold on to so he remains in that villa. But Jess is not the one for you, babe. All right. Let's move on to anything else. Oh yeah, Jess is saying in her confessionals that he's 2 weeks late, because he is. Now let's move on to Scott and Leah having a conversation. Guys, I genuinely feel like Leah is just as boring as Sammy, which is maybe why they go so well together. I just don't get any oomph from her, guys. I don't get any vim. I don't get any excitement. You know, I'm just a bit, if I'm going to be honest. But I will say that they do look really good together, like sitting side by side. But other than that, Leah really doesn't give for me. Let's move on to Jess. By the way, there were a lot of conversations in the first half, so we're going to be jumping quite a bit. Let's move on to Jess and Ella talking about Mitchell wanting to get to know them on a romantic level. I was actually screaming because the girls were definitely all shocked, okay? At the same time, Mitchell was also speaking to the guys, and the guys were quite shocked as well. I think at first Sammy was a bit triggered because the camera kept zooming in on him, and then he laughed. But then he was just like, you know, if you want to go chat to her, go chat to her. And Sammy thinks he's smart. You're only telling him to go and chat to her because you know that will now give you a leeway to escape what you wanted to, so you can get to know Leah. We're not silly, boy. Okay, we ain't silly. We'll briefly move on as well to Sammy and Jess now talking about his date. Not really much to discuss there other than the fact that Jess, when she did speak to the girl, she was just like, I feel like I owe Sammy some loyalty, and I just feel like I need to let Sammy know. So she of course told him about the whole Mitch situ. Once again, Sammy told her it's okay if he wants to speak with you. Everything I said still stands the same, okay? I genuinely just feel like Sammy, he did also say like, oh, I don't need to be stressed out about the Leah situation because I want a girlfriend with personality. And we already know that he really likes Jess's personality because he thinks he can have banter with her. But once again, I just feel like Sammy's just looking for a way out. Oh, my phone's about to drop. But yeah, Sammy's just looking for a way out, and I think this may be his way out of the whole situation. Now, let's move on to nighttime. Not really much to discuss other than the fact that there was a bit of hanky-panky going on underneath the covers between Jess and Sammy. A little tickling, that's what they said. They said tickling. I don't know what that means, okay? I don't know what that means. But they said tickling, and that's that. Now let's move on, guys, to the following morning. So the boys had a chat and the girls also had a chat. A few conversations from the boys. Scott was saying that he's gonna get to know all the girls, and I do feel like he has so far been quite intentional with that, and I quite like that. I don't even know if the producers forced him to, who knows, but he's doing a good job even if they are making him act. Tariq said that he plans on getting back on track with Ella, and that starts with breakfast. We do know later that he makes her breakfast, but we'll get into that shortly as well. And then Mitch was speaking about the whole Jess situation, and Ella was speaking to the girls saying that she is happy that he is making an effort. It's kind of crazy how a girl can switch for any guy that she likes. It's actually kind of scary when you really think about it, because Casamore's not here and I'm convinced Tyreek is going to do a madness. Okay, I'm so convinced. Now, of course, we'll move on to breakfast. Tyreek made Ella, well, some of the other guys cooked as well, but sorry guys, that was a good drink. But anyway, Tyreek made Ella some breakfast. He made an avocado and toast with egg. Side note, I hate avocado. I don't know how people eat it. If you like it, down below, let me know. But I feel like avocado tastes like cream. I can't explain it. I cannot get into avocado. Like, I tried, guys. My friends have taken me to the best brunch spots. I can't do it. I don't know where it is. But of course, they were having a conversation and Ella was saying that she's very happy once again that his actions are starting to match up with his words. I want to have hope that Tyreek is going to change. But we know at the end of the episode that madness kicks back in, okay? But like I said, Casamore is not here and I'm convinced that Tyreek is going to do a madness. Now let's move on to Catherine and Scott talking. Guys, I won't lie, they had a really good chat. Catherine has the cutest laugh. She was like, sorry, I know my laugh might be a bit funny, but Catherine's laugh, if you watch the episode, bless her, so cute. But I generally feel like Catherine and Scott do have quite a good connection from what we have seen. People are saying that, you know, she likes her little milk, not milk chocolate, sorry, white chocolate. And if she does, it's fine, it's not a problem. Yeah, I think they have quite a good chat between each other. And out of all the girls that he said he was going to speak to, in this episode, he seemed to have spoken to Catherine the most. So that was quite interesting. Now let's move on to Jess and Mitch talking again. Guys, like I said, I need Mitch to be so serious. Ugh, I need Mitch to be so... Guys, it's giving beggar. Like, I'm not even joking. It's giving beggar energy. And no girl likes a guy that begs. Talk us of someone that has identified you as being her bestie / bro since she entered the villa. I need Mitch to be very serious right now, guys. I need Mitch to be very, very, very serious. But he, of course, was talking about how, what did he say again? No, she was talking about how much she really likes Sammy. And that's why I mean like, Mitch just needs to read the room, because the girl that you are interested in keeps talking to you about another guy that she's interested in, even though you've already opened up the fact that your door is open. So he needs to close that door for himself and find shame and move on, okay? Thanks, Mitch. Now let's move on to Scott. Scott had a few more conversations with the other girls in the villa. First of all, with Whitney. Whitney did say it's the eyes for me, because Scott does have quite nice eyes. I think his eyes are maybe blue or green. I don't know. But his eyes are quite nice. But she did say that, you know, he does have good chat and she was quite surprised by him. And he also was just like, yeah, he had a good chat with her. Do I think anything is going to progress from that? No. But it is nice to see that he is trying to get to know all the girls. Hopefully willingly and not with the producer's input. Now let's move on to Molly and Scott. They had a conversation and she said that she isn't closed off because she was very happy with Zach, but she is open to getting to know other people. And he also said in his confessionals that she's very bubbly and he can see where the hype is. Not where the hype is, sorry, what the hype is. I just want to really get the hype with Molly. I think she's cute, don't get me wrong, but like I said, you can find Molly's in your local Wetherspoons, mate, like in the pub down the road. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Those are just my viewpoints. Now, guys, nighttime. Actually, no, prior to nighttime, Sammy and Mitchell had a conversation, and Mitchell did apologize. Sammy did say in his confessions that he does feel like he needs to keep an eye out for Mitchell because of all the things that he's been a part of in the last episodes and that he doesn't really trust him. I do hear it. I don't even think Mitch trusts himself when I really think about it. But I once again don't understand why Sammy was given main character for today's episode. I mean, no. Now let's move on to the nighttime, guys. A few chats here and there, and then of course we were left with the shocking dumping. Not really that shocking because I already predicted it, but anyway, yeah. So nighttime, Scott pulled Ella for a chat, and she said that, you know, the only way she'll be, Ella's on it. Sister's here to find her husband. She wants her eggs cracked. Like, I'm not even joking. But Ella did say that she will only turn her head if she is #1 to whoever comes into the villa. And I do hear it. Yeah, I definitely do hear it. But she did let him know that she does find him quite attractive and he's good looking and that they do have quite a good chat. Do I think Scott is going to pursue Ella? Right now, no. I feel like right now, yeah, right now, no. But the producers could just be editing scenes out. We don't really know. Let's move on to Ella and Ty having a conversation. So, of course, after Ella has spoken to Scott, she went to Ty to let him know, XYZ, this is what's going on. I'm going to talk to him. And this is when I said Tyreek's madness came back for a second. Okay? And I tell you guys in every review, men will kill you and ask you why you are... Thank you very much. You should have said dead, because that's honestly what some men will actually do. And my thing was, Tyreek was like, oh yeah, you've got 48 hours to get to know, because you know Tyreek messed around for 2 days. So this is how God, people are scary. You acted interesting. I'm not going to say mad because Tariq has already told us who he is, so I don't even think this is madness, it's just him acting himself. But you have been acting interesting for 48 hours, and now because of that and you decided to turn your ways, you've also given me that same deadline. It's not making any sense. I'm sorry, it's not making any sense. But Tariq was like, yeah, you've got 48 hours. After 48 hours, if you don't come back to me, like, I'm done, I'm this, I'm that. So like I said, that madness definitely came back. So yeah, daily reminder that men will kill you and ask you why you're dead. Now let's move on to Catherine and Scott. Once again, they were talking again about why they like each other and that there is chat and everything like that. And then boom, I don't know if I'm so dramatic, but yeah, boom, they ended up getting a text that the islanders need to gather around the fire pit immediately because there is some news that we need to share. Now, you guys already know in yesterday's episode, we were given the opportunity to vote for our favourite islanders, and then it was revealed the 3 boys with the fewest votes and also the 3 girls with the fewest votes. So the 3 boys with the fewest votes was Zach. I don't know if I was shocked. Was I shocked? I don't know if I was shocked. I expected Mitchell to be in the bottom 3. But at the same time, I know why people vote for him because he definitely gives us content, okay? Andre, triple gasp, but at the same time, not really. I actually voted for Andre, by the way. I don't know if I thought that vote was going to go far, but I voted for Andre. And Sammy was also in the bottom 3 as well. And then for the 3 girls with the fewest votes, we had Big Mummy, no surprise there. Sis was giving us nothing. Leah, no surprise there. Sis also gives us nothing. And Catherine, gasp. And surprise. So on Twitter, I did predict, you guys know I'm really a Love Island connoisseur at this point, but I did predict that Andre and Big Mummy were going home based on those options. And what were we given? Exactly that. Andre and Mummy, you know, Andre and Big Mummy, gotta emphasize the Big Mummy, but Andre and Big Mummy were dumped from the villa today. I'm not really surprised. I do feel like Andre, either one, just didn't speak as much, or number 2, the producers just didn't give him a good edit, because I genuinely just don't remember Andre speaking much, like I won't lie. But yeah guys, that was today's episode. Overall, it wasn't really the best episode, but I definitely tried to spice things up in today's review, so hopefully that paid off. But I'd love to know what you guys would also think of today's episode down below. Today is Friday, so as you know, tomorrow your girl is getting a day off, and I hope you also have a nice day off as well. And we resume on Sunday, guys, for week 3. Wow, we really was in through, aren't we? But yeah, nonetheless, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your love and for your support. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and definitely join the family. But other than that, I love you so much. God bless, and I shall see you on Sunday. Bye.